What's good, YouTube? Dave Cuts here, back with another video, and today I got a freaking dope haircut tutorial for y'all. It's gonna be a burst fade on the side, kind of a mohawk in the back with the really textured top. We did the panther claw kind of design, color enhancement, all that stuff. So I hope you guys really learned something from this haircut tutorial. This was actually done at a class that Get Beam and Sean Cuts Hair were doing at one of the Headlines locations a couple weeks ago. So it's gonna be really fire. I hope y'all learned something, and if you do, smash that freaking like button to help your boy out, all right? I'll see y'all on the other side of the tutorial.
All right, y'all, we're gonna start this cut off by sectioning off the top first, because we don't want to mess up any of the length that we have on top. That's what's gonna be styled and texturized later. We're just kind of separating what's on the side from what's on top, and just using kind of black graduation so that I can blend right into it with the clippers once we're done cutting the top. What I'm trying to do here is make sure that the hair is the length of my finger so that my number 3 will blend right into it. And here I just separated the top right down the middle and matched it to the black graduation that I just did on the side. That's gonna keep any hair that's on top from falling over to the side once it's all said and done. And now we're taking horizontal partings going from the back of the head to the front of the head. And when we separated that hair down the middle and pulled it to the side, we basically cut that length that was on the side. Now the only thing that needs to be cut is what's down the middle. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. And right here, I'm using my shears to kind of slice through his hair. I wouldn't recommend doing this if you got like a cheap pair of shears, but if you got a decent pair of shears and the hair is wet, you can kind of slice right through and create some nice texture with this. And this is what's really gonna bring out the texture. We're using a razor. Some people might use a feather razor, but a lot of times I'll just use the regular razor because it almost makes more texture than the feather razor would. And I want this to be super exaggerated, a super exaggerated look. We're just trying to thin out the front of his hair so that it sits up real nice once I blow dry it. The thinner it is, the lighter it's gonna be, the more volume you're gonna get. And I see a lot of people, when they blow dry, they start in the front, start in the back of the head, so that way you can make sure that the foundation is dry before you start to build on it. And then here, like I said, I'm coming back with my number 3 to just debulk everything. And there's my first guideline with the Stylecraft Rebel. I kind of dipped it toward the front because, again, this is supposed to be kind of like a burst look, and he doesn't want me to take really any length for any hair from the back of his ear. He wants it from the back of his ear all the way around to stay dark. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm basically fading toward the front of fading toward his face on both sides. I'm gonna try to stay away from fading toward the back of his head, if that makes any sense. And here I'm just going through my system. If you guys have watched my videos, if you've seen any of the content, you know I use the same system every time when fading. We do the ball guideline, the lever open, and then we'll blend that out. Then we'll do the number 1 open, then close it up, then come with the half guard, and then go with the number 2, then drop down to the 1.5, and then go back down the system until we get back down to the bald line. So I'm working my way up and then working my way back down, and after that it's just detail. And what I'm trying to do with the clipper is, I don't know if you can see me kind of floating off the side of the head, but I'm trying to kind of create the shape as I do that. I want it to kind of flare out just a tad bit. I don't want to come in too close to hit the side of his head and it'll kill the shape of the whole cut. Now we're lining up that C-cup. cleaning up the beard. His beard really isn't too thick, so all I really did was blend it out and kind of line up the bottom. But you'll see later we put some color enhancement on it to kind of darken it up. And again, what you do to one side, you do to the other. So I'm gonna do the same steps that I did on the other side. On this side, it's gonna be blade open, or bald line, blade open, number 1 open, number 2, and then work your way back down. But you can see I'm trying not to fade toward the back of his head. You know, we want to keep it, we want to keep that fade like above the ear pretty much, not behind the ear. I'm doing my very best not to cut into any of the bulk that we you know, saved when we did that block graduation. I don't want to cut into that bulk. I want to be right up underneath it. And like I said in the intro, this video was recorded at a class done by Get Beam and Sean Cuts Hair. So shout out to them for the class. It was really dope. You know, continued education is so important, man. Like if you're trying to learn how to cut hair, don't just think that barber school and YouTube is enough. You know, like invest in yourself, invest in classes, invest in your mind. That's your biggest asset. You know what I'm saying? So right here, I'm just detailing with the Rebel, trying to get that blend as clean as possible. And now I'm coming in with the shear over comb just to kind of soften up where the bulk lays into the fade. I want to soften that up a little bit. Kind of lightly want to create that C-cup. Like he's got a nice little C-cup, so I don't need to push it back or do anything crazy. I can kind of just go with what's given to me. Matching up the bottom of the beard to line him up. And then hit him with the shaver and the razor, style it, color enhancement. It's about to be on. He did ask for the back to be kind of rounded out. So we want to clean up those little hairs that are sticking out of the bottom right there. I think that's looking pretty clean. That blend is nice. Now we hitting it with the color enhancement. I got it's crazy, man. Get Beam is in the barbershop and I'm using his friggin' product in the barbershop. It's surreal, man. It's ridiculous. That's the Beam Team XL with the no drip. You guys already know I don't really mess with any other color enhancement. So you said 2 lines, right? Yeah. Where at? Which side?
Somewhere like in the Sean. Like how you be doing them lines in the back like that? Them little 2 lines.
The look like the tiger claw things.
Yeah. Yeah, they should be in there.
I told you they're not playing. You can touch. Go ahead.
Bag of chips.
Enjoy it.
You said them too?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me watch you. Let me watch you first. I don't know. They feel good though.
Yeah, they feel like the OG ones.
That's crazy. And you recording it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yo, that was one of the craziest moments of my career. Like, if you know, you know, man. Golly. Here's the before. My man was looking rough, but I really appreciate him for coming out for this class and being a dope model. Check out the after, man. Whew. Yeah, this was a fun cut. I had a good time doing this. I love creative cuts like this, so.
I hope you guys learned something from that video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you do that, it actually helps you out because YouTube is gonna push you more videos that are like this, haircut tutorials, so you can learn how to cut hair. And it also helps my channel out, so I really appreciate you guys if y'all did that. Until next time, I'll see you later. Peace.